let's talk about the Leupold DeltaPoint Pro. No mag. It is empty. The pros. Let's start with the pros. Nice big window to see out of. It's probably got the biggest window of them out there. It does have a aluminum hood over it. Of course, you all know Sage and everybody else has tested them. They've done okay. Of course, not as good as the Trigicons, but we'll compare that later on. The height could be an issue for some people. As you can see the cat back there. Anyway, the height is taller than most red dot sights for pistols. I know on the Glock they have to put like some really super tall sights on it to co-witness. As you can see, no co-witness at all with the Masada. Suppressor height sights on the 509 co-witness with this really well, though. I will say that. But of course, the 509 setup has got the best mounting system out there for red dots. Now let's talk about some of the cons. One button. That's the biggest complaint that everybody has. That's my biggest complaint. You have to cycle either all the way up and then come back down, or all the way down and then back up to get where you want. I don't know why they couldn't have put, two buttons like everybody else. But it is what it is. The quality of the glass is really nice, very clear. There is no tint, unlike the RMR. Some people like that, some people don't. To me, it's no big issue. I'm not worried about the tint, I'm just worried about the dot. So that's that. The battery life is not as good as the Trigicon. I believe on medium this is about roughly 1 year. Some people say 6 months, but also that goes back to there's no tint. So apparently if you got tint, battery lasts better, but that's above my pay grade, shall we say. Another pro, a very good pro. Battery loads from the top. Trigicon, you gotta take it off and put it on, but the Trigicon battery, roughly 4 years, give or take. So it's like Larry Vigor says, there's no free lunch. I mean, there's pluses and minuses to everything. Now, as far as competition, even though the Trigicon has came out with the SRO, I do not have that one. If I was doing competition, I would go with this one. Just from personal experience, like I said, the SRO I do not have. The window is nice and big. You can pick the dot up real easily. Nice, clean, crisp dot. I would have to agree with like most everybody else. For duty, combat, of course, none of us are going to do that. I mean, we're not just, halo jumping and then, boarding a ship. The Trigicon is tougher. I mean, the Trigicon RMR is the gold standard, period. But the Leupold DeltaPoint is a close second. Now, my understanding from listening to Leupold's podcast last week that probably the first of next year they're going to have some new stuff coming out. They kind of hinted at like maybe something like the Aimpoint Acro, because that is a deal with these open emitter sights. You get, it don't matter who makes it, you get dirt, mud, in there, it's not going to work. It's, you know, it can't work. So that's kind of what they hinted at. Something a little different on the DeltaPoint, and maybe a fully enclosed dot like the Aimpoint. But the problem with the Aimpoint is the battery life from all the reviews I've seen is 6 days, roughly. So that's not good. The DeltaPoint will turn off after I believe it's 5 minutes of no movement, and of course as soon as you pick it up or move it, it's right back on. Like I said, pluses, minuses to all of it. If I had to choose one though, I still like the RMR. The blue tint does not bother me, but like I said, if I was doing competition though, I would go with this one. For carrying, you know, kind of more rugged use, duty use, police officer, what have you, I'd go with RMR. But anyway, that's a quick little review of the DeltaPoint Pro. Oh, by the way, if you can find these, they are coming back in stock. I picked this one up Friday for brand new at my local gun store for $350. They do have a night vision version. This one is not. It's a little more. And another thing they have, you can take this little plate out right here and put in basically a rear sight that will look through the window. It's like $120, something like that. So that would be better than nothing. But you know, like I said, it just depends on what you're mounting it on. These will co-witness with the FNs, the 519 MRDs. But I think that's about it. So it's up to you. Whatever you choose. I mean, honestly, they're both great. But we will do a side-by-side close-up comparison later on. But quick little view of the Leupold DeltaPoint Pro.